Why is nobody talking about Russell Westbrook? The fact that he's averaging a triple-double right now with 21.7 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 10.8 assists per game is crazy. Russell Westbrook is playing like an absolute MVP right now, but why are people failing to recognize Russell Westbrook's greatness this season? But before we discuss that and before we get onto the video, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Hitting the like button helps so much, helps the YouTube algorithm. It's so easy. Make sure to turn on the bell so you guys get my videos right away. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. I always wonder why Russell Westbrook is so underappreciated and why he's so hated. I believe that he's one of the most underrated superstars in NBA history, and this season he should be in the MVP conversation. And I know that his team's losing, but you can't put all the blame on him. For example, this season Russell is averaging 21.7 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 10.8 assists per game, and is literally dominating. But the reason people are failing to witness this greatness of Russell Westbrook this season is because of the fact that he plays for the Washington Wizards with a record of 20-33. They barely have any national televised games, and a lot of people just don't seem to talk about the Washington Wizards. But you can really see that, Russell Westbrook is carrying this team, and you really can't put all the blame on him, as he's literally doing it all himself, and this is not stat padding. Something I find really interesting is when people look at Bradley Beal dropping damn near 30 points every single game, and they always want to give him praise and feel bad for him, and they always say, he needs to be traded. All the fans feel bad for Bradley Beal being so good being on a bad team. But how can we never hear that about Russell Westbrook? Russell Westbrook's averaging a triple-double, basically an MVP season, but people want to change the narrative on him, and they don't want to talk about, him being traded. All they want to do is hate on Russell Westbrook. I just don't get it. Comment in the comment section, why do you think people hate on Westbrook and why he's just so underappreciated? People all of a sudden want to change the narrative and say that he's stat padding on a horrible team and that he's putting up empty numbers, but I never hear people saying that Bradley Beal is putting up empty numbers with the Wizards. For example, I'm going to put up Russell Westbrook's stats for the last 10 games. And it's just crazy to look at. Against the Detroit Pistons, 19-10-19, a win. Indiana, 35-21-14. Bro, these numbers seem like they're straight out of NBA 2K. Charlotte Hornets, 22-14-15. Pistons, 16-12-11. Dallas, 26 points, 5 assists, 14 rebounds. Toronto, same thing, man. It's just getting repetitive at this point. It's so consistent. His numbers have been so consistent this year, and I believe that his stats are even looking better than his MVP season. Do you guys understand how rare it is to actually average a triple-double? I understand he's on a bad team and they're not winning, but this is just greatness and people are failing to witness it. Just look at the numbers on the screen. It's absolutely mind-blowing to think about. Name any other superstar that is doing these type of numbers. I believe if Russell Westbrook was on a better team, that he would be so much more praised, and it's just the fact that he got unlucky and went to the Wizards, because even with the Rockets, he wasn't a bad player at all. Another thing I wanted to point out is if you guys go on Google or NBA stats and look up the Wizards box score for any of their recent games or the whole season, you guys will quickly notice the people who are in double digits is usually only Russell Westbrook, Rui Hachimura, and Bradley Beal. Literally nobody else on the Wizards drops double digits, and it's only those three. Basically too, Rui Hachimura, it always seems like he has an off night or he's on. So man, this team is just so bad, and I just feel so bad for Westbrook, and I hope that he leaves this offseason and can get on a better team. I honestly believe if Russell Westbrook was on a winning team that he would win MVP this year, no doubt, because right now the MVP race isn't really too competitive this year. There isn't really many people averaging crazy numbers. Yes, you have Joel Embiid, LeBron, Giannis. Obviously, those guys are going to average great numbers, but not quite like Russell Westbrook averaging a 20-point triple-double. Like I said again, the only time someone ever averaged a triple-double was Russell Westbrook in his MVP year with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and then obviously Oscar Robinson way back in the day. But just the fact that he's on a losing team makes it so hard for him to get recognized and shown love by all of these fans. A general narrative I got when talking to my fellow YouTubers was that people just think he's stat padding. In my opinion, I feel like his numbers are so bizarre, people just don't want to believe them, and they want to have a reason to, I guess technically hate on Westbrook and just say, he's stat padding, because the number he's putting up is absolutely incredible. Like, I know I've repeated this so many times, but a 20-point triple-double, it's so crazy. It doesn't matter on your bad team. You could be on the Knicks. If you're averaging a 20-point triple-double, it's just craziness. If LeBron is doing these numbers, the whole NBA would absolutely erupt and go crazy. The main reason I wanted to make this video was to honestly inform everyone about how well Russell Westbrook is actually playing this NBA season, because they don't get a lot of NBA national television games. A lot of people don't talk about them. You go on SportsCenter, House of Highlights, any single Instagram page, you're not going to see Russell Westbrook. You're most likely to see LaMelo when he wasn't injured. You're most likely to see maybe Zion, LeBron, bigger superstar names doing some crazy highlights. You never see Russell Westbrook anymore in any highlights. People don't even talk about Westbrook. It just seems like he's like a forgotten superstar, and it's just so sad to see. And I hope more people can recognize how well he's playing this season and the legendary numbers he's putting up. When this is all done and over and Russell Westbrook retires, I hope the narrative of him is never that he was stat padding, and I really hope that he can get away from this Wizards team and go to a contender and win a championship before his career was over. His best chance to win a championship was with the Rockets in 2017, and then obviously with the OKC Thunder with Kevin Durant, but now stuck with the Wizards. If he plays out his whole career, it's just going to be a bad look on his career and the outlook of how people are going to remember him. So hopefully he can get traded to a better team, or just find a way to leave this Wizards team and then hopefully win a championship before he retires, because that's a player I really want to see win a championship. But this is going to end up the video. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like the video, as it helps the YouTube algorithm a lot. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. And again, I say this every video, leave a comment. I love hearing you guys' thoughts and opinions on the videos I do, and I just really want to get to know a feel of how my comment section audience is feeling about these video topics. And with all that being said, this is going to end the video. I'm out. Peace.